Hey everyone, so today I wanted to make a video talking about games again. I'm back on track, I'll try to make more videos on schedule regularly. So the topic I wanted to talk about was how PC gaming. Well, there's this idea that PC gaming has always been a preferred choice, for go-to choice for number one PC master race, to play games, and that's true. That's always been true, and but it does come with the caveat that the making a PC, building a PC, or buying a PC is so freaking expensive. It's really expensive. But if you can afford it, if it's a one-time purchase, it'll make up for you. It'll last you for like 5 6 years, and maybe more if you don't care about visual fidelity or performance that much. So I've always been like a console gamer. I was born in the mid '90s, so I grew up with my. I watched my brother play on the PlayStation One, which is I cherish those memories. And I also, but the console, my cousin got gifted a PS2 by his cousin. So that was, I remember the day I first saw that. I was in his room, and the Simpsons hit and run game. And it came with we had the Simpsons game, hit and run, the GTA clone. That was so fun. And he also had a new mattress installed at that time. Me and my sister, and where I played. I held the controller in my hand. Another game, Drakengard, GTA San Andreas. These games just. I'm looking at this collection that I have that my mom is like always after me. You need to get rid of these gold DVDs. No, man, my dad bought them, and my cousins bought them. My brother bought them. I will never get rid of these. I had my PS1 and PS2. I also had a PS3. I actually bought a PS3 4 times. You know. But anyway, so all of these era-defining games, and I did gamed until 2005, 2006 on the PS2, and by 2009 begged my dad for an Xbox 360, and we got a 360. I played that until 2015, 2016. And then around 2018, 2017, my brother got me a PS4, which lasted me like it screwed up like a couple of months ago actually. So it's like it lasted me like 8 years for thousands of hours of amazing games. I didn't pirate those games on PS2 and Xbox 360. You could buy bootleg games, and that's how everyone would play. But anyway, so in around 2017, I also got a PS3, a fat PS3, jailbroken PS3. I mastered I was like, seriously, I was so involved in the homebrew scene on the 360. I installed mod packs for Skyrim on the Xbox 360, right? I modded my Mass Effect a copy of Mass Effect save file, and I just, I unbanned my Xbox 360 console from Xbox Live using my cousin's Xbox key. It's so like, oh my god, I'm so off track. I go off track sometimes. So, but anyways, with the arrival of the PS4, I really got into buying genuine games. Around 2017, 2018, I was free. I had just graduated from 12th grade or college, which it is known as here. I had a year or two off, so I was like, I had some money, so I went and bought Final Fantasy 15 and Dark Souls 3. I actually played Dark Souls 3 on my laptop, on my IT laptop that I got from a scholarship. So, anyways, that was like I got Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades edition, and Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 was amazing, man. It was one of my favorite. It was my first Final Fantasy, even though I had Final Fantasy 10 2 on the PS2, or I never got Final Fantasy 10 on the PS2. I have that one Final Fantasy 8 original Final Fantasy 8 4 discs that my brother got. So, but I also around 2011, maybe I had created a Steam account that I forgot about. But around 2015, 2016, I reactivated it. I didn't know the password, and I just contacted support, and I got my account back. So back in 20, and then fast forward to 2019, I was still I had spent a year in med school and then graduated. But yes, on the PS3 era and 360 era, I downloaded the games myself. What people would do is with the jailbroken consoles, they would go to the shop vendors, shop owners, game stores, and they would ask them to copy over the game files. They would charge 100 rupees, 200 rupees per game, depending on the size. So I just downloaded it myself. I knew all the ways to download it. I modded the games. I PS3. During the PS3, there's a website. I won't mention it. It it had every single game, dude. It had every single game. Like PC gamers know Fit Girl repacks. They're just repacks, but on this side there was every single PS3 game, PS2 game, 360 game. I used to torrent 360 games, but now that scene is dead. So found out I just saw all these new franchises that I didn't know about, and they got stuck in my mind, and I looked it up on Steam. By this time, I had only bought my first game for $5 called Left 4 Dead 2. Now I have over 450 games over the span of 6-7 years, all bought with the regional discount. Yes, let me repeat that, regional discount. That is so amazing. I love Gabe Newell, dude. So what I did was I wishlisted all my games. I have 1,700 games on my wish list. Even if I look at the game and I see a box art, I like the box art. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wishlist that's not on Steam. That's done. And I gave up on piracy. It's been like 4 or 5 years, 6 years since I pirated a game on PC. Even though I have a PC, my PS4 broke just a couple of months ago. Hopefully, I can get a new one. But the point was that during that time, 6 years, dude, so many games got ported. It was like I was chosen. I was chosen to be at the perfect time to switch to PC gaming. Metal Gear Solid, Tales series, Tales of Xillia is coming over. What else? I'm so freaking confused. These Lollipop Chainsaw, Shadows of the Damned, Killer's Dead, the Suda 51 game, Persona freaking came to PS4, Shin Megami Tensei. And these games are they're so I never thought Nintendo games. Bayonetta will never come out. I still need to get a Switch to play Bayonetta 2 and 3. Yeah, just games to go to all these RPGs. Everybody's going multi-platform. Yakuza. By the time I watched Yakuza 0 reviews, it was in 2016. It was the hypest game, Yakuza 0. It's been ported to every platform. My preferred platform is still PC, but on the console side, I prefer PlayStation. So yeah, but the point I wanted to make with this video is console gaming is practically done. PlayStation has moved to PC. Xbox has always been PC. PlayStation. Do you know a funny thing that happened? PlayStation made their games available on Steam, and they were with a regional discount. They removed the regional discount, and after some time, I think during the Helldivers controversy, linking a Steam PlayStation Network account, they delisted the game from so many countries, and I was like, I was so bummed, man. I still have like 100 games on my PS4 library. But but something amazing happened. Stellar Blade came out, and I think they released a demo on PC. They said they were gonna be on PC, and I think that forced them to reverse the decision. And like so many things have happened. Spider-Man is on PC. Like how could you, like God of War, Horizon, like that is so. PC has won, dude. Gabe Newell won. It's all thanks to Gabe Newell. Seriously, like the Epic Launcher. I love Tim Sweeney. Because for all the free games I have never played his free games except for Night in the Woods. Steam rules, Gabe rules, PC Master Race all the way. But still, consoles are not too bad. Thank you.